Good morning, dear students. From last 4 lectures, I was teaching you about phrases and clauses. I think you all will understand the topic clearly. Okay? Today I will discuss about the exercises given after the lesson 3, phrases and clauses of your language book. Clear? Now, first of all, let me revise what is phrase. Phrases are groups of words without a subject and a verb of their own. They don't have any subject, any verb. As example, near a shop, on my request, for a shake. All these are phrases. They don't have any subject, not any verb, but they all phrase gives some meaning. If the group of words are not sensible, then it is not a phrase. Clear? Now come to the exercise A. In this exercise, you have to underline the phrase in each of the following sentences. You all know that what is phrase? It is a group of words which have meaning. She looks charming in a great sari. So, which word is a phrase? In a red sari. Clear? Now, second sentence, I will meet you in the church. Okay? In the church is a phrase. It gives some meaning. Meaning means in the church. Okay? Inside the church. Why are you laughing at the beggar? At the beggar is a phrase. So, underline at the beggar. The train arrived on time. On time is a phrase. My mother prepared meals for the guest. Here the group of words for the guest is a phrase. Clear? Once again, I tell you, in a red sari, in the church, at the beggar, on time, for the guests. All these group of words are said to be phrase. Clear? Now, come to the second exercise, B. Identify. Identify means recognize phrases in the following sentences and point out whether they are subject, object or of verb or preposition. Clear? Now, come to the sentence. They liked all the gifts. First of all, underline all the phrases. In the first sentence, all the gifts are phrase. In the second sentence, at the Chinar restaurant. In third sentence, early to respond is my habit and style. Early to respond is a phrase. We left for the temple at the hilltop in the early morning. At the hilltop in the early morning is a group of words which is said to be phrase. And the fifth sentence, to score good marks is my aim and ambition. To score good marks is a phrase. Now, come to the second thing. Are they subject or object of verb or preposition? Clear? In the first sentence, all the gifts, it is object of verb because it precedes the verb liked. It comes after the verb liked. So, it is said to be object of verb. Object of verb. Clear? I waited for you at the Chinar restaurant. At the Chinar restaurant, it is also it is preceded by this word preposition. So, it is said to be object of preposition. Clear? Come to the third sentence. Early to respond. It comes as the first part of a sentence, so it is said to be subject. Clear? It is a subject. We left for the temple at the hilltop in the early morning. Here at the hilltop, it is a one phrase, and in the early morning is the second phrase. Both are preceded by at and in at is preposition and in is also preposition. So they are object of preposition. Clear? Now come to the fifth sentence. To score good marks, as it comes at first, and this is the subject of the phrase, is my aim and ambition. So it is the first part, so it is said to be subject. Clear? Now come to the exercise C. Underline the main or independent. As I have told you, clauses are of two types: independent clause or dependent clause. Here you have to underline the main or independent clause. Clear? Which gives their meaning independently. First sentence, I bought a car that runs 20 km in a liter of petrol. Clear? I bought a car. It is a clause which is independent. It don't need any other words help. It gives complete meaning. I bought a car. Clear? In second sentence, you are safe if you obey driving rules. You are safe. It gives complete meaning. So it is a main or independent clause. Don't sleep. It is a clause. Before your father finishes his work. Fourth sentence, she takes medicine. It has complete meaning. So it is a independent clause because she is suffering from fever. Fifth, an egg that smells bad is rotten. In this sentence, an egg plus is rotten is a independent clause. Clear? Two words here and two words from here. Then it will make the clause. Then it becomes independent clause. Clear, student? So today I have explained you exercise A, B and C. Thank you, students. Tomorrow I will explain next exercises of lesson 3. Thank you.